surprise, naked face. We're here to talk about this palette, which I have already reviewed for you guys. This is the Hard Candy Look Pro palette. See it? See the colors? Okay. I've already done a look with this and I've done a review on how great this palette is. It's, I think, a $10 palette at Walmart. So you're probably never gonna see another YouTuber do this. I have taken off my eyeshadow, except for the bottom. My lower lashes are still the same as they were, and I still have a little mascara on. And all I have done is I used my makeup remover, took off my shadow with that, and then I have primed my eyes with this NYX eyeshadow base. And the reason that I went with this one versus the Hard Candy one that I used in the other shadow tutorial is because this one is a colored base. It's thicker. And so, since I had wiped everything off, it kind of looked odd to me that there was no makeup on my eyes. So I used this to cancel out any discoloration from the previous shadow that was left. And we're gonna just jump right into doing our second tutorial, doing our second look with this palette. So all you're gonna do is just like the other one, we're gonna take a big fluffy blending brush. It doesn't matter, it's just a fluffy, you want a fluffy tapered blending brush. This one just so happens to be by Sigma, but you don't have to do that. And then you're going to, I'm gonna hit pan on this vanilla shade because I use it on every look, no matter what I'm doing. It goes on first. Now, if you are an expert eyeshadow person, then you can skip this step. You don't necessarily have to top that primer with a vanilla shade. You could go straight in. It's just going to be stickier and it's going to be a little harder to blend. So you really want to be a little more advanced. For people that have a little more difficulty blending, then this is the step that you definitely want to do. That looks so weird to me to have all this done and this naked up there on the top. Okay, so we're gonna fix that. So we're gonna keep that same blending brush, and this time for my transition, I'm gonna go in with this taupey shade here. A little trick. If this taupe is too dark or not dark enough, or you are doing another palette and you need a taupe, you can always use your bronzer as a transition shade. Just so you know. And that can also be a really good color to use if you are trying to blend out shadows. So just keep that in mind. Keep your bronzer handy. I have no idea how this is gonna look because I can see there's a little remnants on my lid left from the other shade, so it looks a little gray to me. Either that or I'm turning into a zombie. Blending that out. Hey, Bojo! Dude, you need to wake up, babe. You're too loud. Okay, so we're just gonna put that in as our transition shade. Just like that. Picking up a blank blending brush. Yeah, I know, my dog's over there snoring. I'm sure y'all can hear that. Zip over that just to make sure that that doesn't have any harsh edges and is as smooth as butter. I'm gonna switch from my fluffy blending brush. I mean, you could still use that if you wanted to. I just like the control of my tapered blending brush. So I'm gonna go with that. And now the colors that I wanna use this time, I'm just gonna go full out. We're gonna go with black and gold. We're gonna try it. We still need a contour shade just to kind of carve this shape out, just to, you know, the thing, eyeshadow, you're shading, you have shadows. So we're gonna add a little shadow there. I'm not super impressed with this palette in terms of being able to shade. There's not a really great one. The closest thing that I've got is this brown, which is the one that I just used on the last look, and it kind of turned to a grayish look. So, we'll try this pewter shade, or I may switch to my bronzer. I normally don't use a metallic to shade with. but we're gonna do it. Using the metallic. And it doesn't go on super pigmented, but I'm not really after a major pigmented color right now. I'm just really wanting the shape. All right, so now for the funness. For black, a lot of times if you want really deep dark black, right down here, really deep dark black, it's probably not going to go on my eye, deep dark black. If you wanted it to, then the eyeliner that we used previously, this eyeliner, the gel liner, you could put that down. Now what I knock over? You could put that down as a base and then put the black over it, and you would have an intense black. You know, let's do that. Let's go for it. So when my husband comes home, he'll be like, what the heck? Where are you going with your dark smoky eye? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little of this down out here in the corner. And that's gonna be a good base. This is the tiniest little brush. I'm just kind of dabbing it around. I could probably use my finger or a concealer brush. Okay, so I'm just trying to kind of blend out the edges on that. I don't want that to be crazy difficult in a minute. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. My little pot of gel eyeliner. We're just gonna put this down as a base. See, I'm trying to use things. I don't love it when I watch a video and you have to go buy 12 different products to do the same eye look that they've got. Like, okay, I used this shadow from MAC, and I used this palette, and I used this base, and I used this, and I'm like, you know, I saw your picture on the thumbnail and I loved the way it looked. I want that look, but I don't want to have to go buy 400,000 eyeshadows to do it. You want a good brush that you can pat the shadow down. I don't like slinging it if you're going for a smoky eye look. I don't like slinging my shadow. So I'm gonna take this flat brush. Are we recording? I totally forgot to turn that on. And pick up the black shadow. And I'm just gonna pat that over the black eyeliner, and you can see, do you see how dark? I mean, I think you're close, but you see how dark that went? If we hadn't done the eyeliner on there first, it would never have gotten that charcoal black. And it's sticking really good where we put it. Now you can blend this out if you want to. I don't want to do it a whole lot because I don't want, that black shadow will tend to grow, and so we don't want it just everywhere. It'll kind of turn a gray shadow. You see how just doing that right there, I lost my intensity of it. Do this side. Look how pretty. Pat, 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 instead of slinging it around. My husband's coming home. He's already texted me. It's rainy, yucky weather outside. And his favorite thing to eat is chili. So he's already texted me and said, oh, it seems like a perfect day to have chili. So if I come home after work, do you think we could make chili together? He's gonna come home and I'm gonna have just this super smoky eye going for chili night. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so the trick to this now is blending this out, and the trick to blending this out is you want to come back and pick up that transition shade. So this was the one that we used for our transition, this kind of taupey brown. And now I'm just gonna hit the edges, and this is what's gonna do my blending versus trying to work with that black shadow and blend that out right on the edge. of that with the transition shade, and that's just gonna magically blend it for you. Coolest trick ever. Now, where we have kind of our harsh line there, what do we want to do with that? We can either blend that out and make it kind of a charcoal gray smoke, or we can just go for the gold. I kind of want to just go for the gold, you know? I mean, when in life do you just not go for the gold? You go for the gold, right? And that's what we're gonna do. So I'm picking up another flat brush. I'm not gonna use this one just because I'm not sure how much black is on there, so we're gonna wait on that. I'm gonna pick up this gold. Now this is one of those where it is that metallic shade that we tried to work with, the copper, and so I'm thinking, if I remember right, that this does better. Well, actually that's pretty daggum good. I don't know. Nope. I'm gonna do it on my finger. Yeah, that does better. The finger does a lot better with these. Okay, can y'all see that? I mean, that's a totally different look than the ones that we've done before. So now I'm picking up that on a brush and just kind of blending those together, just kind of with wiggly motions. Wiggly motions. Y'all like how scientific I am? If you need to, if you have a little bit, if you have a problem with that, we can go with this champagne color and kind of pull those together where it kind of highlights the two together. I don't want much of that because I don't want to lose my gold intensity, but I do like the way that looks. I like that a lot. Now, if you still think that that's not black enough, then you can always come back. Black's hard. I'm just going out here on the outer V, kind of the darkest. On the edges of that, because you can make a huge mess with black really quickly. I like it, I like it. Chilly night. I think that looks pretty even. You can add a little more smoke underneath, because I don't have a ton coming under here, just because we're going off of that last look that we just went with. So we could come back and add some of this gold. Kind of under here. See that? I mean, I don't want a ton more black because this is pretty dark up here. You could smoke this out underneath a lot if you wanted, but I'm kind of happy with the way that looks. And then probably gonna come back now with our same eyeliner on my little brush, and now can't really even see my wing. Look at that. I totally don't think we need this nude lip. Normally when I do this bright, this intense, I kind of like to tone down my lips and just go with a nude. But let's just see, I like this color. When in doubt, make your own color. Mix the two together. Go full on drag queen. That does look full on drag queen. Just in time. Woohoo! Okay, so I think my husband's home just in time for the crazy full on glam. These are the Ardell magnetic lashes, the double wispies. To me, those are a little much for me. They feel pretty heavy on my eyes. But you know, for this look, I think you kind of have to have that. All right, so that is another look that we can do with this palette. If you wanted a smoky eye glam look. I'm still thinking the nude lips were the way to go. Let's do that real quick. I mean, I want him to have, you know, the full sultry effect, you know, when he comes in. L'Oreal Infallible Paints in the color Moon Lust. Yeah. There's a reason why you do nude lips with full-on smoky eye glam. Now, if I want to just add a little more oomph, I'm using Sexy Mother Pucker Gloss over the top of that. And that finishes it off. All right, so I think this is the perfect look for chili night. Okay, so I hope y'all have enjoyed this one, and I will see you on the next one. Time to go reveal the smoky eye to my husband, Russell.